Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. On September 11th, 2001, I was 15 years old and very oblivious, unfortunately, and therefore I regret to tell you that I did not fully comprehend the meaning of the fact that we had been attacked by terrorists. Obviously, I was sad and I was deeply concerned and I was even glued to the television. But I did not fully understand the meaning. Now, things have changed. I've grown up since then, and I've become very concerned about the policies here in my hometown of East Windsor and policies here in the state of New Jersey, and that's why I'm running for state assembly, of course, and I'm concerned about the policies passed by the federal government, and I'm concerned about what goes on all over the world. Now, on a day like today, there is, I believe, a lot to think about and a lot to talk about. Today is a day where we must grieve for the lives, innocent lives of Americans that were lost. The families who lost their loved ones, people who lost their friends, their spouses, their fiancés, etc. We must also think about national security a lot more, and we must think about the fact that no nation should ever be cocky, ever. I believe that prior to the attack on 9/11, our country was extremely cocky. We believed that we were, or the majority, especially within our federal representation, believed that we were untouchable. So much so, of course, we were not prepared for what happened on 9/11. This leads me to bring up security threats, and what I believe is the top security threat. That is our economy. Our economy is suffering tremendously, and especially so here in the state of New Jersey. Now, why should we be concerned? Why should we believe that an economy, a bad economy, is a national security threat? Well, what happens if we don't have the money to defend ourselves should we ever be attacked, or our allies be attacked? That is a pressing consideration that we must always have. What happens if we get dragged into a war that is so expensive that taxes skyrocket even more so, and debt skyrockets even more so, and spending, of course, obviously skyrockets even more so, and level of poverty continues to increase? This is not an impossibility. Even if we look back at the Bush administration and the amount of money spent on those two wars, the war in Afghanistan and the war in Iraq, because of the astronomical amount of money we spent on those wars, our quality of living went down here in the United States of America. This is indeed an extremely pressing concern. And I say, especially here in New Jersey, where we are home of the poorest city in the entire country. We are suffering a 52-year high in terms of the poverty rate in the state of New Jersey. We have the highest property taxes in the entire country. We have the highest debt per capita in the entire country. And we continue to spend. And we are not cutting taxes. And we're not having an honest discussion about this in our state legislature. We need to have our finances in this state straight, and we need to get our act together, ladies and gentlemen. It is a national security risk, and it is a livelihood risk. Remember what I said about the fact that no country, or state for that matter, must be cocky. We believed, or so many believed, that the United States could never get attacked again, and we were. There are those who believe that there is no way the economy is going to reach a low like the low we saw during the Great Depression. To those people, I urge you, we must never be cocky. It could happen, and we must protect ourselves against such a threat as a severe economic collapse, worse than the one we're already suffering from right now. Now, this means that we have to have representatives in the state legislature who care about this serious problem, the serious financial problem. I care, and Don DeZarn cares, and that's why we are running for state legislature. We want to freeze the property tax rates. We want the school boards to freeze their taxes and spending. We want the counties to freeze their spending and their tax rates, and we want the municipalities to do the same. And we have a plan that will allow for lower property taxes in the future. Whereas the Republicans and the Democrats have no interest in actually solving the cause of these astronomical, disastrous property taxes. We do. So, please, we need your help, ladies and gentlemen. We need you to vote for us. And there's a lot of things you could do to help beyond just the vote. You can ensure that everybody that you know is going to vote for us. And one thing that will give us a lot of power, ladies and gentlemen, is money. We are accepting donations for our campaign, and we have a fundraiser coming up this Saturday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Scoopers. It's an excellent ice cream parlor in East Windsor. They have the best vanilla ice cream that I've ever had. I get it virtually every time I'm there. The soft vanilla ice cream is as excellent as the hard vanilla ice cream. Of course, they have a whole bunch of great flavors out there as well. They have a new pumpkin flavored ice cream that tastes just like pumpkin pie. Ladies and gentlemen, your generous contributions will give Don DeZarn and I the means to purchase a lot of signs and advertisements and put our names out there and compete with the Republicans and the Democrats who do not care about how terribly poor this state is becoming and the threat, the economic threat that is looming before us if we do not take care of our finances and if we do not cut spending and if we do not lower taxes. Now, some of you may believe that the Republicans are proposing lower taxes, but they're not. They have not proposed an actual plan for lower taxes. Don DeZarn and I have. So, getting back to the point about contributions, we cannot wait to see you this Saturday where we all get to enjoy delicious ice cream and discussions about a better political and financial future for the state of New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that this is a somber day. It is a day that requires deep reflection, and it is a day that touches us all right here. But we have an opportunity as well to declare that never again shall we allow such a terrible disaster to strike the United States of America. We will protect our interests. The United States of America will thrive, and New Jersey will thrive. We will learn. We will learn from past disasters. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for your time today. And I want to say to all those who've been affected by the terrorist attacks of September 11th, and I think that really includes everybody in the entire country, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the terrible pain that it has caused. And like I said, I want to ensure that we protect ourselves from disasters like that. And that we always have the means, to remain protected from terrible disasters like that. Locally, statewide, and nationally. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. May God bless the state of New Jersey, and may God bless America.